There were a ton of things I wanted to do in my life, but when I was 11, the one and only thing I wanted to do was be a pitcher in baseball. You know, as a kid, you grow up, you just saw, your Angels win a World Series. So the best thing you wanted to be was a pitcher, and yeah, that was all I really wanted to do for a while. So for a long time, I would throw with my dad, or I would paint a little tape square on the wall, and I would just start hawking fastballs at it as best I could. And every day, that was what I did. And when I finally got the chance to pitch in a Little League game, it was against, I even remember, it was the La Palma Dodgers. These guys, I couldn't stand. We were the Chicano Bad News Bears of the entire Little League. Whereas these guys, their dads had plenty of money to spend on them. They had the best bats, catcher's gear, everything. They had everything going well. And of course it was their dads, so they would always play. And they always had their friends with them. And I played with them 1 year in the past and kind of got a little discouraged when they wouldn't pick me on the team. So I had my own team. We were the White Sox, and it was a crazy season, I'll tell you that. We were always catching up to these guys. We got on their nerves with how well we played, and we were just a bunch of guys who you wouldn't expect play any decently than any normal kid would. So when our ace pitcher, he's pitching, and he's running out of pitches, and the other kid's dad on the other dugout is counting pitches for us, and then when it got to about the fourth, maybe fifth inning, he comes out, he's thrown too many pitches, and we're talking to the umpire, and we're trying to settle out how we're going to work with this, because we just ran out of pitchers, and we want to use this guy in a game against them the following week. They throw me in there. I finally got my chance. I was ready to take it. I was ready to go. Years and years of practice. So I start warming up, and then as soon as I got done warming up, I get the first guy and I strike him out. The next guy, first pitch, easy ground ball to my cousin at the shortstop. And then the last guy, I made him whiff at a slider high and in. And so the inning goes on, the game goes on. Last game, or the last inning, I mean, it was that kid's dad. It was that coach's son. That was the last out too. So I'm just hurling a fastball high and in on him, jamming him up. This guy, was a plate crowder, so I got him to brush off, and it was still a strike one. The next pitch was a two-seamer, so this is basically I throw the fastball at him, being a left-hander, and it would skew just slightly into the strike zone in the inside corner. Then the next one, what was it? I threw a changeup, but this was a very raw pitch. I have no control over it. It skewed away over the catcher, and I'm like, crap, I'm messing up, and I'm ahead. I am well ahead of the count, and I finally regrouped myself to finally strike this kid out. These guys were so disappointed. They've seen me play, they never thought much of it. I knew these guys from school, and they would always talk crap at me, I'll never be a pitcher. But I proved to myself that if I really wanted to do something and I loved doing it, I was just going to do it, whatever it was, whether I wanted to be a baseball player, a musician. And right now, my current dream is to get my bachelor's in music and possibly join the Air Force and become a pilot. So hopefully everything works out as long as I work at it. Thank you.